In this demonstration, we'll take a look at how to create and return to a rescue configuration in Junos OS. Instead of trying to remember the rollback ID numbers in order to revert to a previously working configuration, you can create what is called a rescue configuration. A rescue configuration is a named configuration that you can revert to at any point in time. To create a rescue configuration, you have to be in operational mode. So notice that I don't have the pound sign there at my prompt. Let me move my mouse out of the way there. So to create a rescue configuration, we use the request system configuration rescue, and then we use the save command. So we want to save our current configuration to what we call the rescue configuration. And that allows us to revert back to the rescue configuration at any point in time. Now let's test that out. So the first thing I want to do is go make a change to my configuration. So I type in the edit command to go into configuration mode. Now what I want to do here is I'm just going to change my host name. So I do set system host name. And I'm going to set it to test1. And hit enter. Now notice that the change has not taken effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show, and you can see at the top here in my configuration that I do have test1. So that all looks good. So now what I want to do is I want to commit that change. And you can see now that I've committed the change, I do have my host name set to test1. So that represents a configuration that I really decided I don't want anymore. So instead of using rollback index numbers like index number 0 or index number 1 or index number 2, right? If I use rollback question mark, right, you can see all of the index numbers for rollback and all the dates and times. Those are the automatically saved configurations, right? And you can see we do have up to 50 of them potentially. So I've got 47. Now you'll also notice that I do have my rescue configuration that has been created as well, right? So the benefit of using the rescue configuration is I don't have to remember the index number of that configuration. It's always the word rescue, right? So I'm going to go and use my rescue configuration and roll back to it. So I hit enter. Now again, notice that test1, so the prompt hasn't changed. So I want to verify that I have actually rolled back to that configuration. And you can see I have my host name is back to New York 1. I just have to commit the change, right? So I use my commit command to apply the rescue configuration that I rolled back to. So that's how you create a rescue configuration and how you actually roll back to that rescue configuration. Now the final thing I want to show you here is how to delete the rescue configuration. If you decide later on down the road that maybe that rescue configuration is a little too old, you can go and delete it if you want to. So just like creating the rescue configuration, it is an operational mode command. So I got to exit out. Notice that I'm in operational mode. So I use the request system configuration. And here it's going to be the rescue configuration. Last time I used the save command. This time I'm going to use the delete command to delete that configuration. And there we go. So in this demonstration, you saw how to use rescue configurations with Junos OS.